The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin.
Welcome, folks. Tommy O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling a problem with us out here. Right now, you have the Dow Industrials down 27, Nasdaq's off 3, S&Ps are down 3.5. We have the gold contract up $8.70 at $12.13. Silver's up 12 cents at $17.15. You get the oil. I got to make sure I got the right contract here. We'll come back to oil. You have the 10-year note up 10 ticks, 124.17. 30-year bond up 21 ticks, 151.14. And good old King Dollar. King Dollar's down 300 ticks, 100.390. The Euro's at 107. The yen is at 113.59. And if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform yet, folks, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You can see the banner on the top of the side. Bring up the platform. You'll see they'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account. You can see how these defined option contracts trade. You know, so if we start, how you doing, man?
Good morning.
We won. Yeah, well, exactly. I know. Patriots won.
They did.
That's a beautiful thing.
We're going to the Super Bowl. Gotta love it.
Going to the Super Bowl, and Atlanta and Green Bay. That was quite a game too. I mean, they just
quite a game for Atlanta.
I know.
Not quite a game for Green Bay.
Not for Green Bay, no doubt.
Yeah.
You know, if we look at these markets here, folks, okay, well, if we go over to the, well, first, let's look at the NASDAQ, okay, NQ87. So inside the NASDAQ out here, you had a burst higher today of 5069 right off the get-go. Now, when we bring up the Nadex platform, I'll show you what I was trying to do out here this morning. I was looking for a burst actually to get up into almost the 5081 area.
Sure. So it's just easier, 5069, right? 5069 versus 5080. Sure,
right.
sure.
Right. And the reason for that was that you had volume that was there on Friday morning, and then it gave it up.
Sure. Okay. So
what I did is that we bring this platform up. You know, before I left my house coming here, I had put an order in. And now this is hard to do anyway, folks, because you're trying to, first I was trying to gauge where the market was going to go. Then I was trying to gauge where the 80-point spread would go,
sure.
Right? Do you know what I mean? In that context. So what I had done is I put an order in to sell 5 at 5071.
Sure.
40.
Sure.
So.
You're probably a little too high, right? Is that what happened?
It didn't get to 83 either, so I don't, or 89, so I don't know.
Sure, I got you.
You know what I mean?
I got you.
But I want to look at this and see, will we be able to tell what it actually did get to, the bid? No, okay.
No. There's no chart for the optionality of it, if that's what you know.
Okay, right. So, you know, bottom line, I didn't get it.
Sure.
You know, but many times
So do you want to cancel those orders, or are you just going to let them hang?
Well, I'm going to let them hang for right now.
Okay.
And well, one of the reasons is that what the NQs like to do is they like to spike like that, man. All it takes is one equity, and it looks to me like it was Google that on the open here, what Google did, and that spiked. Look at that, what Google did. So that probably drove the NDX there. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
It's Google, folks, had spiked from 803 to 813. Actually. Yeah, to 815, you know. Google's coming out, I think the 26th is the big day, I think. Yeah, so the 26th.
Okay. When is that, Thursday?
Let's see.
Yeah, that's going to be Thursday. I know it's Thursday.
Thursday, because it's the workshop. Exactly. You know. So we can expect some high volatility this week. And if we do go, let me just go back to this for a second. So right now, NQ, and realistically, I guess I will cancel them, because realistically what happens is that once the first...
Well, that was kind of my thought. Is like, you know, is your plan really the same?
No.
It can't be.
Well, what happens...
then it would have to climb all the way back up to almost, you know...
A double, yeah.
Like way up here.
Right.
And it's like after that type of a decline, if you get a 30 to 40 point rise. Do you want to go short right there? I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. I was looking for the test.
Right.
There's no doubt. And you can see.
And I just think you were looking for the test before the negative strength came in.
That's correct.
Right. Now you have all this negative strength, and it's like if all this positive strength comes in after it, midday, that might be a tougher one to turn around.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no doubt that. Look at that identification, though. Isn't it wild how it just likes those spikes?
Yeah,
right.
the last 3 days. Yeah.
So let's go cancel this for right now. Let's see. Here we go. So put this up and delete remainder. Okay.
Perfect.
So we start fresh again. Let's go to Stanley in Maine. Hey, Stanley, what's going on?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
I can't complain.
Good.
I had a couple of questions. The first thing I'd like to just mention to you is that did you happen to see last week that the Volpe Center in Kendall Square got sold to MIT to redevelop it?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, well, you know the parcel. It's right in Kendall Square abutting the campus, and it's 14 acres of basically parking lot and a Volpe transportation building.
Okay.
Think about the implications for that, huh?
Well, the Cambridge has got a lot of business over there. Once that biotech center started, all of the above. Hey, you stay right there. We'll be coming right back.
Okay.
Dow Industrials right now down 35. You get the Nasdaq off 6. S&Ps are down 4. We have gold up 820. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. We'll come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow right now is down 47. You get the Nasdaq off 8.5. S&Ps are off 6. We're talking with Stanley. Yeah, so I mean, Cambridge has been, on fire for quite a while. Meaning, economy-wise, doing really well, and I can almost say it's it's definitely one of the education capitals of the world. So those biotech companies moving there left and right, man. You there, Stanley?
Yes, I am, and it's just the confluence of education and medicine. You have all the big hospitals there, Mass General and on, and Harvard and MIT. It's just really rolling. Okay, the one thing I wanted to talk about, if I could, is we're going to run up on the debt ceiling in March, and I was wondering what you guys thought that was going to be for an implication for the bond market and the stock market and the country in general. How's that for a small question on a Monday morning?
Right? You figure out that answer, man. You'll be a wealthy man come March and April.
Yeah.
No, it's a great question, though, because it could have huge implications. We've talked about it a little bit, know, and I don't think people are accurately portraying the risk that could that you could see in that situation in terms of just saying no, we're not going to raise it or something like that, and then what happens? There could be some.
No, and that's long enough. So figure we're January 21st today, right?
23rd.
23rd. March is a long way off. And what you've had, I think, thus far is that there's plenty of instances that the bottom line is that one party says no one time, and now they're going to say yes. I think that the Republicans will probably have a hard time with some of the Tea Party folks, and that's 2 months away. So it's going to be like, okay, am I going to give up my ideals of the debt versus saying yes? So I think we'll probably, we'll see whether we have a battle out there or not.
Yeah.
But that.
Something you should keep your eye on. It's a great question.
Yeah, because specifically, there's so many of them that are on the record saying no, but yet Trump is on the record saying he wants to expand this dramatically. We'll see how that shakes out, man. As to the market, it looks to me that, and this is there's that the bonds still want to go higher, so that means interest rates are still going to go lower, and the dollar has failed. So there's a disconnect in between what the market is saying right now versus, what not necessarily what anyone in government is saying, but what the mantra after Trump got elected was that the markets, inflation's going to go up, and that's why the bonds were going down. But now, the bond market's saying, hey, I don't want to go down anymore, man. Do you know what I mean? So the bond market is saying, hey, guess what? Rates are going to go lower. And we'll find out. This is going to be a good indication like this week, because what happened off the bottom in December, folks, is that we came off the bottom really good. We had some nice volume coming up. We backed down with light volume. Now, you can make the case that this bond market right now is a counter-trend bounce, and it wants to go lower because we haven't bounced that dramatically. That would get negated in my book if, in fact, we start expanding with volume again as like the 30-year goes into 153. If that's what you have, then that is basically saying that the bull market in bonds is not over, because the 30-year never broke a major swing point, and it hasn't broken a major swing point since 1999, which is just like crazy. But it's like, okay, man. So,
it'll be interesting to see what happens, Stanley. There's a lot of variables,
Okay, and my last question is, Roger Goodell going to have to give the Super Bowl trophy to Belichick, Brady, and Kraft?
I know, that's going to drive me
crazy.
crazy.
Have to hand it right to him and shake their hand in the process, and then the crowd will go crazy.
Won't that be a Kodak moment?
Right? It's the only time he's gonna talk to them is if he has to talk to them when he hands them the trophy. So we'll see if they get it done.
And I thought was really interesting too, is that Kraft subtly, that was his first. This is a very special year. I mean, he didn't come out and say it, but that was was the deal. Like when they were giving him the trophy.
What it is, yeah.
Oh, I know. And you know, it's like, okay, man. So the leader was out there saying, yeah, we're going to stuff it to you, man.
You have arguably the greatest quarterback of all time that got suspended for the first 4 games to start. So yeah, if you come back and win the Super Bowl after that, that's quite a special year for sure in terms of. Yeah. It's not a usual year, right?
No, and it's going to. I mean. It's going to line up for a great Super Bowl, too.
It's going to be great,
because
Atlanta's a great
Ryan
team.
is really good, too.
Sure.
I mean, and, you know, it's so...
For sure.
Going to be wild, man.
Thank you very much.
Cooking, brother.
Thanks, Dan.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one.
You too.
You know, if we go back over to the Nadex platform, folks, we were talking about this on Friday. And let me just bring this up because these spreads have tightened dramatically. And it's because they have another market maker. So let me get... Let's see. Let me go back into. Yeah, let's go
you're
back.
Looking at the indices spreads,
yes.
Right? And then you're jumping around. We'll just jump to the Nasdaq 100, which
right.
is what you're always trading.
Yes.
The dailies, and
let's bring up the 40 point and the 80 point so we can see the differences.
This is going to be the 40 point that's kind of straddling right around where we are, and even there's the 80 point. Yeah. So right now it looks like they're a little bit wider, and what's going to happen is, so you can see there's multiple market makers, right?
Yep.
One market maker, it looks like they're happy with a bid offer sizing of 17 contracts,
yes.
and the other market maker is comfortable with about a 20 contract size on the bid and the offer. And when those bid and offers happen to straddle each other well, then they can be as tight as about 0.2.
That's when they tighten up. Yeah,
and maybe
exactly.
just the market's moving so fast right now that the two market makers aren't straddled in the way that puts them like that.
Yeah.
Just because you see it's about 0.5, 0.6, jumping around to 0.8, but it's a fast market right now.
And that was running at 0.2 and 0.4 on Friday.
Yeah. A lot of 0.2, right?
Right, which is great, folks. Okay, I mean because when
especially Darrell brought it up. I mean the futures contracts trading 0.25 ticks.
Right.
So you're even like less than 1 tick if you're trading futures.
Right, which is just amazing.
Yeah.
I mean it just so you know if you want to test drive this, folks, it's a great time to do it. And as you can expect, this volatility is going to continue in this market. I think it's really, well, we have two different things. This wouldn't even be that where we are, you know, politically. This is a monster week inside the NDX 100 for earnings.
Sure.
You know,
all the big guys.
The big bell. You know, let's see. We know Google's coming out. I think Amazon is also. No, Amazon's coming out on
Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook. So Amazon's not coming out till February 2nd.
No, they're next week.
February 1st. Okay.
Microsoft.
MSFT.
Yeah, there we go.
That's the 26th. That's a big waiting structure.
Was it Google? Go to Google for a second.
Yep.
If you could. Was Google the other one?
Yes, Google's coming out the 26th.
Okay, so you have Google and Microsoft. That'll be a big day, Thursday.
Yep, for sure.
You'll have something to talk about for your workshop.
Yep. Today, Qualcomm is getting toasted. Qualcomm is down $8.83.
Now they're Wednesday.
At 54. Look at this thing.
Yeah.
So.
And Apple's suing them, right? So,
yeah. Everyone's piling up on them. The Justice Department is on them. Apple went on them.
It's interesting to see how that shakes out, right? I mean, Apple's saying that they forced them to use only their chips for a better pricing deal. It's like once you get so big, normal deals aren't really appropriate anymore because people make those deals all the time. Exclusivity for pricing, right? But when you own the world, you can't make that kind of deal. That's what happens. I mean, it is.
Oh,
so
I
we'll
know.
see how it shakes out.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow's down 45. Nasdaq's off 11. S&P's are down 5.5. We're going to be right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives.
If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Darrell Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. So Dow right now is down 59. You get the Nasdaq off 14. S&Ps are down 7.5. Let's go inside the indices and see what we have happening. So inside the Dow, the strength is Home Depot. That's up 0.7%. Apple's up 0.2. United Health is up 0.1. Taken away from it, GE is down 1.1%. Boeing's off 1.1. And Big Mac, McDonald's is down 0.8. Inside the NDX 100, you have NetEase, the leader up there. That's up 2.9%. Dish Networks is up 2.3%. You have Tesla up 1.9%. Taken away from it, Qualcomm is the leader. That's down 14%. That's a big number. O'Reilly Automotive is down 3.4% on 962. You have Seagate Technology off 2% of 76 cents. And Surin Corporation is down 1.7 or 87 cents. If we do go back to O'Reilly Automotive for a second, what you're going to see here, folks, so this is down 962. Now this has a high volume swing low that my take is that it wants to go after it. What you have out here this morning, however, is that the car parts makers are getting taken apart for two different reasons. The first reason, the larger reason, would be Trump came out this morning and said he is going to put a large tax on imports.
Some type of border tax. Yeah.
Right. And they import 65% of their parts.
Good luck.
When they're selling. Exactly. So this is a heads up, folks, that there's going to be plenty of companies that,
There's lots of American companies that do business overseas.
Exactly. Okay. And, let's see. 65%. So,
right.
AZO. So AZO, I should know that too. That's
AutoZone.
AutoZone. Thank you. That's down. Oh my God! Oh, that's a $700 stock.
Yeah.
That's down $37.
Big move, though.
Big move. Huge move.
And you can see since the election, they've kind of been figuring it out. In terms of there was a decline.
And that's And then on top of that, on top of that, I'm not quite sure. Let's go look at this, because on top of that, I read that, let's see, Amazon
entry.
So I'm like, okay, so.
It's not a fun boardroom to be sitting in when the new president says we're going to tax all your items, and then the next person walks in your office and say, by the way, Amazon's going to be a new competitor.
Yeah, seriously. So let's see what it says about Amazon.
Right at the bottom here. January, Amazon said to sign contracts with auto parts maker.
Okay, I see. So that's, I was going to say.
Amazon has struck contracts with auto part makers, including Bosch.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And all these other, I'm sure they're known within the industry. There's all sorts of stuff.
That's pretty intense.
It is.
Because when I first saw it, I said, well, it makes sense that Amazon already sells parts, but if they're striking deals with the maker of them, it's a different ballgame.
For sure.
That's pretty intense.
They can really compete, I'm sure, with the AutoZones and so forth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess the big thing with the AutoZone, and I'm not sure if O'Reilly does it too, is that they help you so much when you buy the pot. That's how they really got a lot of traction. Do you know what I mean? You can buy,
I don't know that at all.
Well, you can go in, you buy a pot, you say, hey, can I have some help with the windshield? They'll bring it, I'll put the windshield wiper right on for you.
Sure, but that's like a $10 item versus that's not how I think they make a majority of their business, whereas most people in new cars, they're so electronic, right? They're very difficult for somebody to just jack up their car and fix it these days in terms of the
I don't think they're making their money on that. Because, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's like replacement parts for,
but they sell everything, man. They sell brake pads, You're not gonna,
right.
But nobody's going to be able to tell me how to change out my brake pad in the dealership.
No.
That's all.
Right.
There's few things that somebody could actually walk me through that I could do myself.
Right.
Whereas 99% of what I need probably for my car, I don't think anybody could tell me anything that's going to allow me to do that. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, your example's true, a windshield wiper thing. I almost can't name anything else besides maybe an oil change they might be able to walk you through, but very, very small items, because other than that, you can tell me anything you want, but what are you going to do, sell me all the tools right afterwards? In terms of
I wonder, I guess what's intriguing, which I never thought, is that let's say you have a dealership. So are the dealerships buying off these companies too? Or do they?
Yeah, I'm not sure. And that's why I just don't, it's such a fundamental nature of the business. And they could be, though, for sure.
So look at
because they're giant companies, right? So they're dealing to somebody, right?
If you take a look at it, so O'Reilly Automotive.
Can you go back? Because it did say do-it-yourself customers right in the description there.
9.2 million. Billion, rather.
Yeah, the company sells its products to do-it-yourself customers and professional mechanics or service technicians. So they say both, but guess what? They get to write this, okay? So, so you know what I mean? Of course they're going to say they do it all. I wonder how much of the percentage revenue is for the do-it-yourself and professional mechanics and service technicians.
Yeah.
Because I think, it's just the more expensive items, which is probably what you need to sell to get $10 billion in revenue, are the ones that do-it-yourself. Now, some people can. We got a producer, Steve Z. He's not here now, but he put a new engine in his Volvo a while back,
Right.
But that's a few and far between, I think, especially nowadays where, leases are at all-time highs, right?
Right.
Leases, you don't touch your car.
Right.
You have the agreement, so right away, leases are at all-time highs.
Right.
That's dealership, 1,000,000%.
Right.
New cars, in terms of just the technology, you can't just go in there and kind of do it yourself. You need a service technician that has the key, that can reset all this stuff. So
877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at the NQs. So 7. We're 2017. Pretty amazing.
We are, man.
So the NQs right now, you get them down $18. You're what's that? $30 off the high. 50.69. You're at 50.40. You have. Yeah, you get some velocity in this move.
It's been straight down right off that open, 30 points.
Right off
Talking
the
about
open.
0.6% on the index in about 30, 45 minutes. Not bad.
Yeah, and what you have here, folks, which is pretty amazing, it's like the low that was established at 3 o'clock this morning was 50.37.25, and I mean it almost got to that level.
And even this low, right?
Yeah,
it's this low. It's pretty close to this low.
Yep. If you break those lows, watch it. You'll go down another 30 points.
Yeah.
Which is pretty intense. The inside the Now, what the NDX did do is that failed on a weekly in price and volume. So the more that it comes into the 50-48, which are at 50-40 now, the higher the probability that we will get down to 49.90. You know, Apple. Let's go see, when's Apple coming out? The 31st.
Yeah. So just real quick to take, just so I know it's the following week, but that will be a week from tomorrow. So next Tuesday.
Yeah. If we go over to the IBB, we take a look at the IBB. Now, this is a large weighting structure inside the composite. That's down slightly, but you have a high volume low at 261. You're at 271 right now. It's going to need a lot more volume. There's not a lot of volume right now today as that is moving lower.
You can go ahead.
But this, now, if we get an expansion of volume today, and what I mean by this is that the indices themselves look like they want to stay down. But if light volume, we get another pop higher. If we get an expansion of volume, that's going to be a heads up that, you know, this week we might get some fall through to the downside. Yeah. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. Dow right now is down to 74. Nasdaq's off 21. S&P's are down 9.5. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Dow right now is down 69. The Nasdaq's off 19. S&Ps are off 9.5. Let's go to Lou in Nashville. Hey, Lou, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how you doing? We're getting some snow up here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That'll make sense. That's good. It's going to be good for the skiers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's January in the Northeast, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Stay warm, Lou, for sure.
Yeah.
And now you're coming up to February. February is the number.
That's it. You got it. Hey, I've been trading in UGT, and usually I got out at 1070 about 3 times or so, and bought it back at a lower price. I'm just wondering if that would work this time.
When you say would work, are you long? Are you long Nugget right now?
Yeah, I'm long Nugget at 970.
Oh, yeah, sweet. Okay, so let's take a look at it. Nugget, folks, is the Direction Daily bull position in the New York ARCA Gold Miners Index.
It's the 3 times, of course.
3 times, yes. That is trading at 1067 right now. Now, if we go over to the GDX, trades off of the GDX, what you're going to see here is that we're going after the highs right now, 23.55. We're at 23.53. You've hit 23.57. It's going to need a lot more volume right now. I expect we're going to get it. We'll see how this shakes out. But if you get it, just stay right there. The gold contract itself is in an ABC structure on the way up. A few of these equities, a lot of these equities actually are in ABC structures on the way up.
Right.
And, the dollar, bottom line, not only, wants lower price, what we have out here, as we're moving through the trading day out here today, the dollar's getting more pressure, folks. We're at 100.210. It just went down to 100.150. And it looks like, it wants lower price all day long. Now, the dollar, for confirmed ABCs down, is not going to have the volume. I can't picture the dollar doing 61,000 contracts today, and that's the B point.
Right.
But it doesn't look like that's the B point that was generated on the 12th of January.
17th, I think that is.
17th, thank you, yeah. But guess what? It doesn't look like it wants the whole price, so then the next leg down is 99,250. And
Right.
Not far.
No, it's particularly not far in the type of market that we're in. And, I was bringing this up on Friday, and there was questions about, well, if there's a trade war, why would the dollar go down? Well, you need less dollars. That's, fundamentally, if that's what we'll come into, you just need less dollars. Manufacturers need dollars when they're dealing with goods going back and forth.
Sure, just think about it. If we're selling all our goods overseas,
Right.
they need dollars to buy our goods.
Right.
If all we care about is selling our goods to ourselves,
Right.
who needs dollars but ourselves?
Right. There's
Nobody.
plenty of dollars
it's
floating around.
It's very,
Yeah.
And Trump doesn't like the strong dollar here.
That he made that statement. That's the bottom line. And so, I mean,
We'll see what happens,
and
but
that's,
Yeah, it is what it is.
so
That doesn't mean he can control it, right? In terms of
That's
that,
right.
but if you start talking about huge border tariffs and border taxes, that may decrease. The goods that are bought overseas sometimes.
Well, for sure.
for sure.
The thing that's pretty wild that happened out here this morning is this. I'm trying to figure this out, but I guess we'll all figure this out as the day goes through. He's having the deal about the let me bring Orly up again, ORLY. When I was reading this, okay, so he was bringing up this morning auto retails and Trump comments.
Sure, maybe scroll down a little bit.
Okay. What I'm trying to get to, folks, is this: is that he's meeting with large corporations, and he was bringing up the fact that he was going to put a huge border tax on. And that he was just saying in the context that it should be good for the companies. And I'm looking at him saying to myself, oh my God, I don't think there's a large company that I know of that doesn't import everything. A lot of stuff. So it's like, why would that be good for those companies? It won't be.
We'll see.
So, and in fact, if in fact that happens, folks, all of us better save a little more money because everything's going to be more expensive.
That's for sure.
Right.
Yeah, that's for sure.
What I say.
Yeah.
But
I think you're in good shape with the Nugget. I mean,
you don't think there'd be a gold standard?
I think that is way, no, I don't see a gold standard at all.
I would agree.
Right.
Yeah.
And
we're pretty far from that point right now. Let's put it that way.
And one of the main reasons, too, by the way, folks, okay, there's just not enough gold, but power will never give up power. And, you know, if there was a gold standard, that is very powerful. There's no doubt. No politician in their right mind is going to go back to a gold standard, because then they wouldn't be able to, just like this. So the programs that are going through, you know, when Stanley brought up the deal about the budget, okay, I mean the debt ceiling. Well, what happened with a gold standard is that politicians wouldn't have the ability to spend money. And why would they give that up?
Money supply is tied to the gold, so you have to just buy more gold before you produce more cash in the market, which is a more difficult thing for fiscal policy. Also.
You know, so they wouldn't give that up. Yeah, we could fight for it, that's for sure. And I suspect that fight's going to be forever. It has been forever since we came off it, but I don't see it happening. You know, what is happening, what we know is happening, is that everything is not going even away from cash, that it's going digital.
Sure.
You know, and that's more real to me than going back to a gold standard. That pretty soon it's going to be digital, and no
cash.
Yeah, and I'm not even saying that that's right. So I'd make sure you have cash, but that's where we seem to be going, man. You know.
Right. Do you think NUGT will get into the 11 handle?
Yeah, I think right now you're dealing. I believe I was doing it this morning, and we're dealing with. So if we get, let's see, I think it's a 5-point ABC up, which you get to 1376. That's what it looks like it's trying to do. You know, just that's the way it's shaken out. And don't forget, we start talking the NUGT and the dust, folks. I'm going to be doing a workshop this coming Thursday night from 6 to 7 o'clock. And it's going to be a lesson in trading, both the nugget and the dust.
Have you signed up yet, Lou?
Awesome. Gonna do it.
Get it done, man. Go over there right now, sign up. You'll be locked in, and that way, even if you can't attend, you'll get access to the archive as well.
Awesome.
Okay, man.
Will do. Thank you.
Okay. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one.
Yeah. You too.
Thank you. And when you come over here, folks, to the live event, you know, what I'm going to be talking about is that I'm going to be talking about, first off, the composition and the mechanics of the leveraged ETF market, okay, how it works, how daily rebalancing works, and then the compound aspect of it. What happens on a compound when markets are rising steadily, so that's a positive compound. What happens when markets are declining, and that's a negative compound. And I'll have examples. And then what happens when markets are flat but volatile? When you wrap your head around those three things, it's really cool.
Sure, because that's just the fundamental aspect of how they trade versus the underlying when you're dealing with, you know, the leveraged daily investment vehicles, and the leverage being the key part.
The leverage being the key part. And what happens when they're rising steadily and declining steadily.
Sure.
Then we're going to get into the actual trading of it, and that's where the dollar comes in.
Your market analysis.
That's right.
How you trade them, how you break them down, what you're looking for.
So it's free, folks. Check it out.
Get in there.
The front page of TFNN, Thursday night, 6 to 7. It'll be on your page for a month. You stay right there. Tommy and I are coming right back, folks. Dow's down 57, Nasdaq's off 21, S&Ps are off 9. We're going to be right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has put together the finest live programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 9 hours a day starting at 8 a.m. as John Logan kicks us off each trading day with the Global Market Pulse. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Mondays and Fridays, catch live trading on the Nadex platform with host Tom and Tommy O'Brien, along with Darrell Martin on the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts, and keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN, educating investors. Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 64. You get the Nasdaq off 22. S&Ps are down 9.5. We go to that oil market. Oil's down 76 cents, trading at $52.47 a barrel, CLH7. So let's see what we got here with oil.
Saw reports out there, more rigs than there's been in 3 years or something like that. Well, you know.
Yeah, no, that would make sense.
It'll be a constant flow. That's why I forgot the specifics. But
it will.
As long as it stays where it is right now, at least, you know.
Well, and what you have here is this, is that anything under 53.66, you know, bottom line is that, you know, we broke out of that. We go back inside that area. That's saying it wants to go to the bottom of the area. Now, OPEC, the day of the OPEC meeting, it went from $47 to $51.65. If you break $51.65, it's saying, hey, guess what? You get down to the bottom of it.
Definitely.
You know, and I would say that regulation-wise, you know, the regulations are going to get wide open.
Sure.
That your probability gets much higher that we're going to have a lot more oil.
I would
you
agree.
know, where this is a press release from this morning. President Donald Trump promised a very major border tax and said he'd cut regulations by 75% at a breakfast meeting with business leaders. Now, this is the one I was bringing up. Some of these business leaders are going to say, "Oh no, I don't," you know, because you're talking about Dow Chemical, you're talking about Ford,
sure.
You're talking about people that bring in huge amounts of goods, you know, from overseas.
Yeah, you get Johnson & Johnson, Lockheed Martin,
right,
Whirlpool.
Yeah, I don't know how much Whirlpool makes in the United
US
States, period.
Steel, Tesla.
Right. U.S. Steel will make money.
Under Armour.
Yeah. U.S. Steel.
International Paper, I'm just amazing, yeah.
Right. You know, if we
Corning.
go, if you go look at the steel business, you know, the steel business will make out because of it, because a tariff on the steel business, you know, that they'll make money. Now, those other companies, most of those other companies, however, when they're importing parts, putting together, if there's a 35% tax on it, well, they're not going to be making money. But we're going to be paying more money.
I don't think he said 35% there, did he?
Not in there, but that was.
Is that what he's come up before?
Right.
Okay.
Right. You know, this morning he said major.
Yeah.
Major border tax.
Okay.
You know, so there's, you know, and we'll see how long it takes to get implemented.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he can just sign something and do it. And if he can, well, guess what? It might be next week.
I don't think so. That's well, he can try.
Yeah.
But in terms of those, you know, he came out and said he signed something saying to renegotiate NAFTA, and that's not even like a Congress deal. That's, you got to work with the countries in NAFTA. So that's getting with Canada. That's getting and making a new agreement.
Right.
In terms of
Right. That'll take a while.
That'll take a while. Exactly.
You know, you stay right there, folks. Of course, we got a lot of great programming coming up here. We got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up next. And then we'll go to swim lessons. You want to know options upside down? That's 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. Steve Rhodes will be coming up next, 1 to 2. Dave White, I'll be back this afternoon. And, of course, you can get all this programming right on your cell phone, TFNN.com. Hit Tiger TV. And as you're over at TFNN, folks, sign up for the workshop. Thursday night, 6 to 7. The Nugget, the Dust. The metals market got some action, man.
It's a good time for the workshop, man. You'll have earnings.
Oh,
I'm sure you can't help but maybe talk a little bit about earnings in there, even though it might not be the topic. They might sneak their way in. We'll see.
And what we have here with the dollar, folks, the dollar, we're at 100.190. You get under this 100.170, you can get some action down. It very well may be a large intraday ABC down. It still doesn't look to me that we're going to get the 61,000 contracts to break the larger one. But guess what? You know, there's
anything can happen.
Yeah, anything can happen. There
could always be a tweet.
There was right, and there was a closing trade on Friday with huge volume. Yeah. You know, stay right there, folks. Basil's coming up next. The Dow is down 62. Nasdaq's off 21. S&P's are off 9. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.